choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And the Mountaineers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting... These types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Bangladesh.
It's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
The football, there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. That's caught. It's Barnes. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the touchdown. Appalachian State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
What you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got to move so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cummings. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman in the ball. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown ball! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Swan. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. With the catch, it's Barnes. And boy, is he close. 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Barnes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
How about that stuff? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
That one takes him down to the 13-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Volunteer! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5.
Hey, y'all, shout out to Minnie.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They try to pop a run on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside. And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical downfield, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Vols trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Swan. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Nealon on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Nice move to keep running. Touchdown, Tennessee! Great job by the back on the option.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Swan. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll run play action. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. On target over the middle. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
And the Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs.
Turning it on! Running through contact. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is good.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, App State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Dropping back, it's Swan. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here is the Tennessee offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Vols have moved it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the punishment has been extended. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Dropping back, it's Swan. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it away off his back foot. He's got it at the 15.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, App State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anyway,
unloads it downfield. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go bumps. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that are so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards...
There he goes! And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Finding an escape route. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to pass. It's Swan. Finds his man. It's Stroman. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air, it's Aguilar. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown ball! Once he got some room, it was over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but